We now have Ambassador Pat Bourne, who's patiently waiting online from Bangkok. Good morning, Pat. How are you? Honoured to have you join us. Can you hear us?
Good morning.
Can you hear us?
Thank you very much. Sawadee krap, everybody. Good morning.
So
I hope you can all hear me loud and clear.
we can hear you fine. So over to you for your opening remarks, please. Everyone, let's give a Bulabas a welcome to.
Thank you very much. To pay tribute to Ambassador Thani for all the work he's done over the last 2 years as ambassador to Ireland, based in London. His term will be coming to an end all too soon, prematurely, in my opinion. But I do want to pay tribute to him and all the work he's done, the leadership he's shown, and the energy that he's dedicated to strengthening and deepening the links between Ireland and Thailand over the last 2 years. And I'm sure he will continue to do in the future in whatever role he finds himself in the next chapter in his career. Look, Asia matters, to coin a phrase. Ireland has long recognised the importance economically, strategically, politically of the Asia-Pacific region. That was really demonstrated in the way it was articulated in the Asia-Pacific strategy adopted by the government in 2020 and renewed and refreshed following the COVID pandemic again in 2023 when Ireland, the Irish government, the Irish system recommitted to strengthening and deepening its relationship in Asia Pacific, opening new embassies, opening new state agency offices, and really expanding and enhancing our relationship in cultural, political, and so many other areas. And that reflects also and is part of the European Union's commitment to the Asia Pacific region, as demonstrated in our Indo-Pacific strategy. Southeast Asia is a very important part of that. The economy of the 10 countries that make up ASEAN is worth over US dollars, euro 4 trillion per year, fifth largest economy in the world. So, as I said, Asia matters. And Thailand matters and matters to Ireland as well. It's the second largest economy in Southeast Asia after only Indonesia. And it's the second most important EU trade and investment partner after only Singapore. Our bilateral trade in goods and services between Ireland and Thailand is worth over 3 billion euros per year. And many big household names in Irish business and industry are a key part of that. You've got Kerry, you've got Tirlawn, you've got Lakeland, you've got Glenstal in the food and drink and particularly dairy sector. You have Stripe in terms of digital payments. You've got on the Thai side big world stage corporations like CP Group, like Central Group, who have major investments to trade with Ireland. Minor and Anantara, who recently purchased and who run the Marker Hotel in Dublin City, and Indorama Ventures, one of the longest established investors in Ireland, who own the Wellman plant, recycling PET and making it into textile fibres in County Cavan. So it's a large and a significant market in its own right. Ireland is also a market that's important in terms of access to wider Asia-Pacific markets and supply chains. And if it's important now and it's significant now, the opportunities that are there potentially in the future are even more important. As Ambassador Thani has said, after a period of pause, the EU engagement with Thailand has really resumed and is going full steam ahead. The Partnership and Cooperation Agreement has been ratified and will, as Ambassador Thani said, lead to enhanced and expanded cooperation in many, many areas. The Free Trade Agreement negotiations were resumed in September 2023. There have been 3 very successful rounds of negotiations already and a 4th due to come in November. Both sides have agreed that should be an ambitious, a modern and a balanced free trade agreement with sustainability at its core. It is indeed comprehensive. 26 text chapters are on the table being discussed and will form part of the final agreement covering trade in goods and services, intellectual property, sanitary and phytosanitary processes, government procurement, the digital economy, sustainability, and so many more issues. There are great opportunities for Ireland in this, in terms of bigger food and drink trade, opportunities for services trade, making FDI more attractive and secure. Independent studies have shown that it will increase Ireland's GDP by 1.63%, that it will increase the trade between the EU and Ireland by around 3%, that it will increase 2A investment by 2.7%. These are all per annum. So it's very exciting. And of course, EU has said they want to see this building on the Vietnam and Singapore free trade agreements as a stepping stone towards a full region-to-region European Union ASEAN free trade agreement. And that is indeed possible. The conclusion of the Comprehensive Air Transport Agreement, the first region-to-region air transport agreement between the EU and ASEAN, shows that this kind of arrangement is possible, and we certainly hope to see that in the EU-ASEAN context. And as the ambassador says, as well as Ireland supporting a free trade agreement and the EU working at that level, Ireland is also supporting Thailand's application to join the OECD. It would be very important in terms of enabling and driving economic reforms, eliminating red tape and bureaucracy, simplifying the process of doing business here, improving environmental labour standards, eliminating corruption, and making so many other improvements. So look, Thailand has an ambition to become a high-income economy in the next decade. I think there is every indication that if the country can continue to have the kind of political stability that it has right now, if it can continue to expand its free trade agreements with regions such as the European Union, which it is definitely prioritizing, if it can accede to the OECD, then there's every reason to believe that Thailand will achieve that ambition and that it will become an even more attractive and even more important trading partner for Ireland and the European Union than it is now. So this really is a very timely and very important meeting today. So look, I leave it there for now and look forward to the discussion and contributing later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. And Ambassador Pat Bourne will join us later when we're wrapping up towards the end on the actual opportunities, and we look forward to that. And I think he's now gone, but we'll put him under pressure with the FTA for next year, which is symbolically 50 years of diplomatic relations between Thailand and Ireland. I'm not in the Department of Foreign Affairs, so I am allowed independently, my own personal opinion, say that, of course, the entire EU should create this to suit Ireland's special anniversary with Thailand. We can have Colm Hayes agree or disagree later on that.